Damn, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. I don't know about you guys, but there's probably a lot of you out there who, like me, grew up on the Dragon Ball series. I distinctly remember drawing Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with the Z-Sword during the early Buu saga over and over and over again in my books as a teenager. And honestly, as I've gotten older, there were series that I was into around that same time, like Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, that I felt like really held up and had a lot of depth. And I didn't really for a long time think that Dragon Ball had that same level of depth. I thought that writers like Yoshihiro Togashi from Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho had built on ideas that he had created in Dragon Ball and fleshed them out much more so. Recently though, in the last few years, now being in my 30s, I've actually gone back to Dragon Ball and realized there's a ton in it that still holds up and is really awesome, and I view in a totally different light than I did back when I was a teenager. Most recently, I found myself really blown away with the kind of dynamics between Vegeta and Trunks, especially when he's Super Trunks versus the separate timeline Trunks, and seeing how him growing up with or without a father and his relationship to that father when he is present completely changes things. I think was super deep and very introspective writing on Toriyama's part. There's so much about masculinity and pride and strength and being aspirational. I feel kind of like an idiot for thinking otherwise. Admittedly, I only recently started watching Dragon Ball Super. Despite being repeatedly told how great it is, I've been invested in things like Berserk, Hunter x Hunter, reading both of those, and Baki over the last few years. But I think it's really important for all of us to acknowledge how influential the Dragon Ball franchise has been, and even for me personally, how much of a big influence it's been on myself personally. Thank you so much, Toriyama. Rest easy. Keep rising, everybody.